Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Xgene and proteinX. In this tutorial video, I want to talk about siRNA transfection using lipofectamine. So let's get started. So the siRNA, this is actually 20 to 24 pp long, and by using the RISC complex, it produces the gene silencing and it cleaves the targeted mRNA. So basically the siRNA is very small molecule, so it can easily transfect into the cells compared to the plasmid DNA. So next is the siRNA transfection into the cells. So here I will cover the protocol and the basic mechanism of the transfection. So first, the day 1, you need to seed the cells that around the confluence about 40 to 60%, and the day 2 you need to do the transfection using the siRNA and also the corresponding negative control Si. So Si negative control and also your target target gene, and for that siRNA transfection. So here is the reagent preparation. So here the reagent preparation per well for the 6 well plates. So first you need to dilute the siRNA, and the siRNA concentration you need to follow the instruction of the manufacturer, and basically you need to use the DPC water to dissolve the siRNA. And then in the tube 1 you need to prepare the 2 microliter lipofectamine with 50 microliter optimum media and incubate for 5 minutes at room temperature. And in another tube, that is the tube 2, that contain, first you need to take the 2 microliter siRNA and 50 microliter optimum media and mix together. And next step, you need to mix the tube 2 content to the tube 1. So you need to transfer the siRNA optimum mixture to the lipofectamine tube, and then this mixture, it can form the polyplex, and you need to allow to incubate at room temperature for 30 minutes. And during this time you need to prepare your cells. So here you just take out your cells and wash cells twice with the PVS to remove the FBS or serum, because serum it influences the transfection. So and then after that you need to use the optimum media, because optimum media is the higher transfection rate. So you can add the optimum media or the oil, and next step you need to add the polyplex, that is the lipofectamine and your siRNA mixture dropwise, and then you need to incubate it 6 to 8 hours. So after 6 to 8 hours you need to replace with the complete serum containing media, and afterwards 72 hours later you need to lyse the cells and check through the western blot whether your siRNA transfection is successfully performed or not. So here as you see that VGF siRNA is that I used, and here you can see that the VGF is knocked down successfully. So now you need to know something about some factors that influence the transfection efficiency. So first is the 70 to 80% cell confluency, that is the optimum, and that is good condition for the cell transfection. And if you seed the less cells or higher cell, that can influence the transfection efficiency. And also the cell condition. So the healthy cells, it has a higher endocytosis process to take up the DNA content or nucleic acid content, and also the contaminated cells, it can also influence the transfection. And also another thing is the passage of the cells. So usually the less than 30 passage is better for the transfection. And also the number 4 is the transfection media. So you have to choose the optimum, that is the higher rate of the transfection. So why the optimum is better, so I will talk that in the next slide. And also there are different types of the cells. So it also, the transfection efficiency also depends on the which kind of the cells you are using. So there are different kind of the cells, it has the different transfection ability. So as you see in this figure, so you can check that which kind of cells you are using and what are the transfection rate of that particular cells. So here as you see, so here the different cells has the different transfection efficiency. As you see here, the first, the 41 cells or these 3 cells which has the higher transfection efficiency, but yeah, but as you see here, the NCI H460 and this kind of cells, they have the lower transfection efficiency. All right, and also there are also some kind of cells there is very hard to transfect. So next is there's also some important point you need to know, that the antibiotic and the serum, it influence the mammalian cell transfection. So this is why you need to get rid of this kind of serum free media or antibiotic free media during the cell transfection. But why this serum or antibiotic influence mammalian cell transfection? For that you need to know the basic mechanism of the transfection. So mammalian cells, these are the cell membrane is the negatively charged, and also the DNA is the negatively charged. So this is why usually DNA cannot internalize to the cells, because it there is some electrostatic repulsion, and this is why DNA is usually it cannot internalize by the mammalian cell. So this is why we need to use the lipopectamine. So lipopectamine, it contains 3:1 mixture of the lipid, that is the polycysteinic acid, and these two different lipids, the lipopectamine contain these two different kind of lipid, and it form the liposome. So when you use this lipopectamine, so it forms the DNA lipid complex. So usually this DNA, it gets the positively charged by this complex, and it can easily internalize by the cell by through the endocytosis process, and then DNA it release inside the cell, and it can pass through to the nucleus. So this is how this DNA lipid complex, it can easily uh, take up by the cells through the endocytosis process. But the serum contain the albumin. So this albumin, it can interfere or it negatively impact the lipopectamine reagent to form the complex with the DNA. So this is why it can also interfere the the DNA take up by the mammalian cells. So this is why you need to get rid of the serum free media. And also the serum, serum starvation, it synchronizes the cells in G0 to G1 stage of the cell cycle. So normally when you use the serum free media, it progresses the cell cycle that is good for the cell transfection. And why optimum is preferred over DMEM in transfection? So there are several reasons. As I said before, that antibiotic and serum free media should be used during transfection. So you need to use the optimum media, because optimum media is the reduced serum condition during transfection. And also the optimum contain different kind of the component like insulin, transferrin, hypoxanthine, thymidine, and trace elements which make up for laser serum, and cells are happy to get the DNA or any kind of nucleic acid to get inside. So when you use the optimum, and also optimum contained HEPS and sodium bicarbonate, that makes the better buffered condition compared to the DMEM. So this all together, it makes optimum makes the better media compared to the DMEM. So this is all about the siRNA transfection. So if you have any more questions, so you can write in the comment section. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, share it, and please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.